Good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing. I would like, if I get a chance, I would like to work on cutting out a bunch more of the felt feathers. Hopefully I'll get a chance to at least do a few. And even though it did not look good yesterday, I know I'm aware of this. I think it's gonna work really well. Again, it's not gonna be perfect in any way, shape, or form, but I think it's gonna work a lot better than I was expecting it to, so that's really exciting. But yeah, besides that, I'm not really planning to do much. Yeah, I wanted to say good morning, and I hope you're having a good day so far today, and I'll see you in a little bit whenever I decide to do what I'm doing. I just remembered I need to feed the plants outside, so hopefully I'll remember to do that later, because I completely forgot. All right, I have the first row of the smaller feathers cut out, which is exciting. I did one for this side, and I have a set for that side, and so far I have cut out 32 individual feathers because these ones have to be, well, all of them technically have to be double-sided. So far, I think it's gonna work pretty good because these ones are shorter. I'm not starting the longer ones yet because I don't know how long exactly I want to make them. I'm gonna probably start with the outside ones next because that will base how big they get when they get smaller. But yeah, so far so good. They still don't, this is the one that I made yesterday and tried to glue on. It just absolutely did not stick, so I'm gonna have to get the fabric glue or something else to glue that on there. I think I have definitely figured out what I am doing today. I am just cutting out a bunch of the felt feathers. This is what one side looks like, and then I also have this side. I can't use this space whatsoever. I even had to move Laura. I'm gonna have to find a better place for her because she's kind of in the way of the doorway, but she usually goes right there, but I need these things spread out and not in the middle of the room because I currently don't have the glue. I'm just like laying out the feathers as I trim them out. I'm basically just copying, like, I cut one out and then I just kind of like basically just like this, and then I just cut out the shape again. So they're the same general on both sides. This is just the back. I still need to make some for the front, but I'm making a good progress. Yeah, this apparently is what I have been decided to do today. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update because I'm going to be taking a break now and I'll start using the black felt soon. I'm probably going to do the black ones probably more on the top layer and the longer feathers that are going to be on the outside, but for the most part, the smaller ones towards my back are going to be white. And so far, this is the only scrap that I have. Yes, I've just kind of been tossing them over here. Some of them, like these ones I cut out yesterday, they're in pretty decent feather shapes, so I'll be using those. And like the other pieces, I'll try to use as much as I possibly can, but obviously like pieces like this, I'm not going to be able to use because that's just silly. But I should be able to use like this one and definitely this one, but I don't think there's going to be much waste. I'm going to try not to have any waste, or, you know, as minimal waste as possible anyway. A little bit of a change of plan. I decided to make those feathers bigger because I just liked how they looked. They are glued on now. I got some fabric glue. So far, I really like how it's turning out, and same with this side. This one is also glued on, which is very exciting. Obviously, I need another feather for both sides on the end here. But yeah, honestly, it's doing really good. I'm very, very happy with how this is looking. All right, I am going to knit now, and just so you know, there is going to be things probably in the background until I finish making the wings because I don't have any floor space and I can't really do anything with those. They just kind of have to be open at the moment. And let me see, actually, did the glue dry mostly? It's been like 4 hours probably, but I don't want to pick it up if it's not fully dry yet. But I am honestly really, really happy with how it's turning out so far. So yay. I was very nervous that it wasn't going to work, and I'm still not thrilled necessarily that I had to use felt, but honestly, it's actually looking a lot better than I thought it would. So felt might actually not be too bad, and it's really, really light, which is also really helpful. And I don't think I said, by the way, I got 4 yards of felt, so it's quite a lot, and it's like 70 inches across as well, so it's like 2 yards of each, and each piece of fabric is 72 inches the knot yard way. I don't know how measurements work, but hopefully that makes some sort of sense to you. But yeah, it's quite a lot. And considering I'm mostly maybe done with the white on one side, and I still have this much left. I should definitely have enough for the other side as well, with plenty extra. I'll find something eventually to use the rest of the felt with. Maybe I'll make another pair, you never know. I'm having a lot of fun making them as well, especially because, you know, it's actually somewhat working how I wanted it to. That also helps. But yeah, so far it's going a lot better than I was expecting it to, which is really exciting, and that's pretty much all that I did today. I did get outside and fertilize the garden, which was very important. I'm glad I didn't forget that. Did forget to video, which I'm sorry about that. Hopefully I'll remember to do that tomorrow. But I did feed them and they're all doing very well, and I think they're definitely appreciating the clean and, you know, a bit more roomy space over there, because yeah, it was a mess and it looked much better when I went over there today. So it was actually a drastic difference, which was good. Did get out of the house a bit and get the glue, obviously, but yeah, besides that, I didn't really do too much. The whole day was pretty much just spent figuring what size to make each felt feather and where to place them. So it was, you know, kind of time consuming, but it's not the time consuming type of thing where it feels like it's taking forever, which is good. It actually, like, I'm just enjoying it and it doesn't feel like it's taking forever at all, which, you know, sometimes it can be very annoying. And I'm hoping, by the way, because this is just the back of them, and also, by the way, I'll probably pick them up and show you what it looks like after I finish knitting just for today so you can see. But I am trying to hopefully maybe make the other side similar to this side, but I don't think it's going to be exactly the same, obviously, because I'm just gluing these pieces on without making the exact feather shape for the other side. So it's going to be a little bit different, but I'm not too really worried about it because it's going to be, you know, two separate sides, and not having them exactly the same is, you know, not that big of a deal. As long as they're similar, that's all that matters to me. But anyway, I'm already almost done knitting the first row here, so I'm going to continue on real quick, and then I will be right back to show you the blanket for the day. So give me a couple of seconds. Oh, and by the way, Laura's just kind of living over there. I just kind of move her out of the way from the door so I can open it and close it. But otherwise, that's just kind of gonna be where she is for a little while. Like you can see, she's kind of definitely blocking the door, but it's okay. I don't mind her over there. She seems to be enjoying it. But anyway, let me finish knitting this other row real quick, and I will be right back to show you the blanket and hopefully also how the wings are doing. I'm not quite done knitting yet, but it's literally been 4 minutes. You're kind of angled down. That's okay. I'll fix you in a minute. But I don't think I've ever knit a row in 4 minutes before. That was kind of like really impressive, honestly. I don't know how. I'm not trying to knit, or I wasn't trying to knit very quickly, but yeah, 4 minutes. Like, I started out this year and with it taking me, like, how long did it take me? 15 minutes to knit one row at the beginning of the year, and now it's 4 minutes without even trying. I don't even know how that happened. And also, I haven't said this in a while, I know that I do not knit the, like, more common way of knitting. One of you told me a while ago what this way of knitting is called, but I forget what it is. But it is an actual way, it's just not really that common. I learned by looking at pictures, so I tried knitting the other way that it was shown in the pictures, but I couldn't get it, so then I figured out that I could do it this way and it worked, and that's just how I've been knitting ever since. But that's why you might notice it looks a little bit weird, but also that's why it takes me a little bit longer, because it is a slower way, I have noticed. Like other people knit here on YouTube that I've watched, they are very impressive how quickly they can knit. But yeah, I am not a fast knitter usually because of the way that I do, but yeah, that's why it looks a little bit different, just because it's not a common way. I just forget the name of it right now, so I'm really sorry. But this is what the blanket looks like for today up close, and I left myself a clear space behind me. That was very nice of myself. But anyway, this is what the entire thing looks like for the year so far, and let's see if the wings are dry at least a little bit. Yeah, they're mostly dry. Okay, yay. All right, this is what the wings are. Hang on, I don't want to put them on because they can't go this way because this is technically the back, but this is generally what they're going to look like. Obviously, they're still not done, so they still don't look that great, but they're gonna be able to open like this, and the pieces that are closer to my back, obviously the ones that are on there now, are smaller because they are closer to my back. The ones going on the pieces that can move like this are going to be much longer, and I'm probably going to start adding the black, I don't know, very soon, because I want the top half up here to be black, and I know you can't really see too well past my arm, but that's what that side looks like, and then this is what this side looks like with it open. So yeah, I have a lot more to go, but we're making good progress, and I very much like them right now. And yes, I know the base of them is green. It was the least expensive one at the current moment, so I didn't really care what the color was because I'm going to be covering it anyway. It doesn't matter. But yeah, the fabric glue held, so that's exciting, and it seems to be very light still, which is very important. And I know they're not even remotely close to being done, so they still don't look that good, but they look better than I was expecting, so that's really exciting, honestly. But anyway, I think that's gonna do it for the video today, so just thank you so much for being here today and spending some of your day with me. It really means a lot. And as for tomorrow, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be doing. Maybe a motorcycle ride, maybe just more working on the wings. It depends on what I really start doing, so, and the weather, of course, because it might be too cold for a motorcycle ride for me, but maybe, possibly, you never know, so I'm gonna say that that is an option. But yeah, besides that, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, but I really look forward to spending the day with you no matter what I end up doing. So just thank you so much for being here, and I hope you had a good day today no matter what you did. If it was a lot or a little, it does not matter. I just hope you had a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow with the next video. Bye. I'll see you later.